A beast or soft? LeBron James.
In my era, he probably would have done good because with his physical stature, with him being a little bit bigger than a majority of the rest. So he probably would have held his own, but I don't think he would have been as successful as he is now. Like now is, man, you know what I mean? Like he doing it, young boy doing it. You know what I mean? So, but it was a whole different era back then, bro.
So, beast or soft?
Rasheed Wallace just said what a lot of people have been thinking, but nobody wanted to say out loud about LeBron James. And the basketball world is straight up melting down because of it. The NBA champ dropped a bomb in a viral interview, going straight at LeBron's legacy and saying he'll never earn the same respect as Michael Jordan. And the wildest part? LeBron hasn't said a single word in response. That silence has everyone asking one big question. Is Rasheed Wallace finally saying the truth everyone's been afraid to admit, or is this just an old school legend throwing shade at today's king?
Kareem and Wilt. That's my big team.
How you would say LeBron or Mike?
We'll dust y'all right the fuck off. We'll dust y'all off. My top five would dust your top. Who's your top five favorite players?
Who's your top? Who would you say? Who's your top five?
Okay.
Who would you match against that team right there? I said.
Nobody expected Rasheed Wallace to take it there. The four-time All-Star sat down for what was supposed to be a laid-back conversation about his career and how the game has changed. But then the talk shifted to greatness and legacy and eventually landed right on LeBron James. That's when the whole vibe flipped. Rasheed's tone went from relaxed to straight-up confrontational. Leaning forward like he was about to pick up a tech, Wallace said, "You can't earn respect like MJ." He doubled down on it. You just can't. He said it doesn't matter how many points you score or how many records you break. Respect in this league isn't handed out. It's not about stacking talent or choosing the perfect situation. It's about what you do when everything is working against you.
So we got Mike. Dog, who's better than Kareem?
Mike.
How? Why?
LeBron.
What makes them better than Kareem?
Tell him.
Let that sink in for a second. Wallace wasn't saying LeBron isn't great. He wasn't questioning the talent at all. What he was saying cuts way deeper than that. He was saying LeBron didn't earn respect the same way Jordan did. And that kind of criticism doesn't go after stats. It goes after the foundation of LeBron's entire career. Then Wallace turned the heat all the way up. He said Michael Jordan walked into Chicago and basically said, "I'm gonna make this franchise successful. No shortcuts, no safety net, no calling friends to form a squad." Wallace made it crystal clear. Jordan didn't call up his friends saying, "Hey, let's build a super team in South Beach." Jordan didn't bounce around looking for the perfect roster. He made his situation perfect. The room went dead silent. You could feel the tension through the screen. This wasn't trash talk. This was Rasheed confronting an uncomfortable truth that LeBron fans hate to hear. The super team era, the decision, all of it. Wallace framed it as assembling championships instead of fighting tooth and nail for them. And let's be clear who this is coming from. Rasheed Wallace isn't some hot take artist chasing clicks. This is a guy who went to war with legends. 4 All-Star selections, an NBA title, and a reputation for saying exactly what's on his mind, no matter the cost. His technical fouls and ejections are legendary for a reason.
Somehow, some way, a GOAT changes the game, changes the rules. Like this motherfucker's dominating so much. We gotta change the rules up on this shit. I don't know if you can be in that GOAT debate and you're still playing. I still think right now KD is the best player in the league. I can't put him in GOAT status yet because he's still playing. And the same thing with Bron. The GOAT is more than just your basketball play. It's the charisma of that player, of that individual. I'm giving back to the community. I'm helping changing lives. GOAT status is more than just basketball.
Rasheed never stayed quiet, ever. So when he talks about respect and greatness, people listen. He played against prime Jordan. He battled LeBron in the mid-2000s. He's one of the very few who can compare both eras from real experience. This isn't nostalgia talking. This is battle-tested perspective. The clip spread like wildfire. Social media went crazy. LeBron supporters brushed it off, calling Wallace bitter and stuck in the past. But fans who watched Jordan's run started nodding along. They said someone finally said the quiet part out loud. What makes Wallace's take hit so hard is this: he never once attacked LeBron's numbers. You can't argue this away with MVPs or scoring totals. He was talking about something way deeper than stats. He was talking about the path to greatness, not just the destination. And that's not something LeBron can spin away.
In my opinion, you know, Mike wasn't all that good of a defender.
Mike who?
Jordan.
Defensive Player of the Year.
Man, all that was
10 times. I think it was 10 all defensive teams. That Michael Jordan.
All that's, you know what all that is, though.
What is it?
You know what all that is. Not all that's NBA shit. Yeah, we like Mike. We gonna put him up there. Da 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 da. I'm talking about being out there. I seen this motherfucker get his ass bust where he couldn't stop a motherfucker. Yes, Mike fouled too, but no, they're not gonna call the shit because the rest want to eat his dick all day. Oh no, I'm not gonna call that on Mike. But down the other end, oh, you fouled Mike. Yeah, Mike. Hey, Mike, my guy, go to the line, shoot. No, I seen Mike get his ass ate up before. Oh, against J.R. Ryder. Yeah, problem against Clyde Drexler. Shit, don't forget the early Joe Dumars. You know what I'm saying? It was again, it's part of the game. Right.
Wallace broke it down plain and simple. When Jordan lost, he didn't run. He never said, "This team isn't good enough for me." Wallace said Jordan looked in the mirror and said, "I need to be better." Then he came back meaner, hungrier, more focused. He broke the Pistons. After years of getting beat down, he took out Barkley, Malone, everybody. Every title was taken by force. Nothing was handed to him. Then Wallace dropped the comparison that set the internet on fire. After LeBron's first finals loss, what happened? He left. He went on national television and announced he was teaming up with 2 other superstars in Miami. And just like that, the debate exploded all over again. Sure, LeBron won titles in Miami. Nobody's denying that. But Wallace is saying those championships hit different. To him, they feel manufactured, engineered. Like LeBron looked at the league and said, "If I can't beat you, I'll just out-talent you." Wallace shook his head as he said it. That's not how legends are made. Legends are built when there's no safety net, when you're desperate, when failure is staring you in the face and you still rise. Wallace said, real greatness comes when the odds are stacked against you, when everyone says you're finished, when the pressure is crushing and you still rise. And in his eyes, LeBron never truly had that moment. There was always an exit plan, always another door to walk through. That part stings because even LeBron's loudest supporters can't ignore the pattern. The first Cleveland run didn't work, so he left for Miami. When Miami's chemistry cracked, he went back to Cleveland with a newly stacked roster. He got a ring, then bounced to LA when things got shaky again. Every time real adversity showed up, LeBron changed locations instead of conquering the situation in front of him. And Wallace made it clear he's not alone in thinking this. He said plenty of players from the 90s and early 2000s feel the exact same way. We all see it, Wallace admitted. Most just won't speak on it because they don't want the backlash. But Wallace didn't care. He said it anyway. In his view, the truth is the truth. LeBron's talent is undeniable. Nobody's questioning that. But his legacy, according to Wallace, will always come with an asterisk. Not because he wasn't skilled, but because when the moment came to truly earn greatness the hard way, he chose the smoother road. And this is where things get really interesting. Normally, when LeBron faces criticism this direct, the response is immediate. The PR machine starts humming, media allies jump in, social posts start dropping. But this time, nothing. No tweets, no cryptic Instagram captions, no motivational quotes. Complete silence. And that silence is loud. People close to the situation say LeBron was genuinely hurt by Wallace's words, and that makes sense. This wasn't some random voice. This was a respected NBA champion, someone LeBron likely watched and respected. Fans also noticed something subtle but telling. As Wallace's comments spread everywhere, LeBron quietly unfollowed several accounts that kept reposting the clip. Not a public response, but definitely a signal. The comments clearly hit a nerve. Now the speculation is exploding. Is LeBron staying quiet because he knows there's truth in what Wallace said and responding would only make it worse? Or is he cooking up some big move to shut this narrative down once and for all? The pressure keeps building. His timeline is flooded with fans begging for a response. Sports shows are running full segments on the situation. Even LeBron's strongest defenders are starting to ask uncomfortable questions. At this point, the silence is the story. And what could LeBron even say? Wallace's criticism isn't about numbers. You can't counter this with points per game or ring counts. It's about something deeper, something you can't measure. It's about the journey, not just the outcome. And Wallace exposed a crack in the armor that no record can patch up. Zoom out for a second. This isn't just LeBron versus MJ. This is two completely different philosophies of greatness crashing into each other. The old school mindset Wallace represents says greatness comes through struggle, loyalty, and fixing what's broken instead of leaving it behind, through proving doubters wrong and conquering your own weaknesses. Jordan lived that. Kobe lived that. Even Dirk Nowitzki lived that. The modern mindset says greatness is about optimization, about making smart moves, putting yourself in the best possible position to win. Super teams, player empowerment, not wasting prime years on a bad setup. And right here, right now, those worlds are colliding. LeBron pioneered this whole approach, and now it's the new normal. Player empowerment, career control, strategic moves. Even Wallace admits neither philosophy is automatically wrong, but here's the key point he keeps hammering. They are not equal when it comes to respect. Respect isn't given. Wallace said it's earned, and earning it means you had to fight for it. You had to suffer. You had to grind through the ugly moments, not engineer success in a boardroom and call it destiny. Now the floodgates are opening. Other former players are finally speaking up. Some are backing Wallace, saying someone finally had the guts to say what needed to be said. Others are defending LeBron, arguing the game evolved and player empowerment is good for basketball. This isn't just a debate anymore. This is a full-blown generational war, old school versus new school. And right in the middle of it all stands LeBron James, the man who changed the game forever, but also the man who might never escape the shadow of the one who came before him. So what's the real takeaway here? It's not about whether LeBron is great. That debate is over. Rasheed Wallace put words to something millions feel but struggle to explain. It's not if LeBron is great, it's how he's great. And for a lot of people, the method matters as much as the results. Michael Jordan's legacy is clean in their eyes. He won by being undeniably better than everyone. No shortcuts, no escape routes, no stacked safety nets, just dominance. LeBron's legacy is more complicated. He was strategic, calculated. He maximized every opportunity. He controlled his career like no one before him. But in doing that, Wallace says he gave up the one story that his generation values above all else. The underdog fighting impossible odds, staying put, breaking through walls instead of walking around them. Can LeBron ever earn Jordan-level respect in Wallace's eyes? Probably not. This isn't something a tweet can fix. This isn't something a statement can clean up. This is a deep disagreement about what greatness even means. And in basketball, those arguments never die. Just look at the Jordan versus LeBron debate. It's been raging for a decade, and it's still nowhere near settled. The scary part for LeBron, Wallace never questioned his talent, never said he wasn't elite, never said he didn't accomplish great things. He said something way worse, that no matter how many records LeBron breaks or how many rings he stacks, he'll never command the same respect Jordan did. And that's a wound no trophy can heal. Wallace even showed he fears no one. He took shots at Jordan too. He questioned Mike's defensive reputation, saying those all-defensive selections were about popularity. That alone tells you this isn't personal. Wallace criticizes everybody, but with LeBron, the focus was clear: respect, legacy, and how it was built. That's why this feels intentional. That's why it feels calculated. And the signs are there. LeBron unfollowing accounts sharing the clip isn't random. He's watching. He's bothered. But there's no clean response. LeBron's entire career has been about controlling the narrative. The decision was empowerment. Returning to Cleveland was redemption. LA was supposed to be the next dynasty. But Wallace just flipped that whole story. He reframed it as avoiding challenges instead of conquering them. And that reframing is spreading fast. Rasheed Wallace said what millions think but won't say out loud, that LeBron James, because of how he built his legacy, may never earn Jordan level of respect. The silence from LeBron's camp is deafening. Now it's on you. Do you think Wallace is speaking facts, or is he just hating?